Hello. In lesson 9, we talked about the binomial distribution. So in this last lesson in this series, can we talk about the mean and the variance of binomial distribution, which is very easy because the mean of binomial distribution, which we can assign it as this. This means mu, which means mean, is given by e of x, which is the expected value of x, is given by n multiplied by p, where we said n is the total number of trials, then p is the probability of success. So, if you don't know what n and p actually mean, you can review lesson 9, then we'll come back to this one. Then, the variance of binomial distribution is given by sigma squared, which of course is now the symbol for variance, is given by n multiplied by p, where n is the probability, that is the total number of trials, then p is the probability of success, then 1 minus p is the probability of failure, which in lesson 9 we were calling q. So the variance is given by sigma squared is equals to 1 of x is equals to n multiplied by p, which is the probability of success, into 1 minus p, which will be the probability of failure, like that. So since this one doesn't have a lot of issues, can we just try to do some examples here? For example, if somebody tells you to toss a coin 10 times, then the probability of getting ahead is given as 0.5. That is, of course, the probability of success. Then it tells you to find the mean and the variance of the number of heads. So what we start with is, if we start by calculating the mean, first of all, I have n as 10, which is the total number of trials, so the total number of tosses. Then I have the probability of success as 0.5, because we are given the question. Then the probability of failure, which is this one now, 1 minus p, will be now 1 minus 0.5. It will also be 0.5. So the mean mu, which is given by, which is expected value of x, is given by n multiplied by p. But I already know n is 10, and I already know the probability of success is 0.5. So it becomes, it's kind of like saying 10 multiplied by half, because 0.5 is half, it becomes 5. So the mean in this case is 5. And about the variance is given by part of x given by n, which is 10, and multiplied by p, which is the probability of success, and it is 0.5. Let me put it as half, into 1 minus p, but I already know probability of success is half, so 1 minus half is also half. So now it becomes 10 and multiplied by half, multiplied by half again. It becomes this, but this becomes 5. So it becomes 5 divided by 2, this 2, which is 2.5. So the variance becomes 2.5. Can we try another exam? In this question, we are told a factory produces 20 bulbs, and the probability of a bulb being defective is 0.1. So from there, we already know n is 20. I think, yeah, right? Yeah. And then the probability of the success of p is 0.1. So the probability of failure, which you can just give it Q, is 1 minus P, which is 1 minus 0.1, then becomes 0.9. So we have all the information. So what is the mean here? The question is just simple. Here it is asking find the mean and the variance of defective verbs. So the mean, mu, is given by E of x, which is equals to NP, but we already know N is 20, and then P is 0.1. So 20 multiplied by 0.1, which will be, I can just do it like this, 20 multiplied by 1 over 10, because 0.1 is the same as 1 over 10, which now becomes 2. Then the variance, sigma squared, which I can also call it the value of x, is equals to n multiplied by p multiplied again by 1 minus p, which is given by 20 multiplied by probability of success was 1 over 10. Yeah, I changed it here. Then again, I can put in brackets 1 minus p because 1 is 0.1. Then minus p to be 0.9, like that. So if I cancel this one with this one, then I remain with 2 multiplied by 0.9, it is 1.8. And that becomes the variance. Can we do the last example? We are told a student answers 5 multiple choice questions randomly, and then the probability of correct answer is 0.25. So if we want to get the mean and the variance from this one, I can say first of all, the total number of questions answered are 5. Then the probability of success is 0.25, which is the same as a quarter. Then, of course, the probability of failure, which is given by Q, is 1 minus P, which is 1 minus 0.25, which is the same as 0.75 or 3/4. So what is the mean for this one? Mean mu is given by NP, which is equals to, we already know N is 5, but we already also know P is 0.25, which I can also call it like multiplied by 0.25 is the same as a quarter. So I can multiply like this, which now becomes 5 over 4. And that becomes our mean. You can change it to decimal, no problem if you want. Then the variance of x, which is given of course by sigma squared, is equals to n multiplied by p multiplied again by 1 minus p, which is the probability of failure. So we already know n is 5, then multiplied by p, which is 1 over 4, 0.25. I'll change it into fraction. Then again multiplied by 1 minus p was 0.75, but 0.75 is the same as 3/4, like this. So it becomes 5 multiplied by a quarter multiplied by 3/4 is 3 over 16. This one. 4 by 4 is 16, then 3 by 1 is 3. So now it becomes 5 multiplied by 3, which is 15 all over 16. You can change it to decimal if you want, but let me leave it like this. So let us stop this lesson here. You can subscribe to my channel and share this video with other students so that you can keep getting updates on me when I upload new content. Bye for now. Let's meet in the next one.